The pounding feet sounded thunderous under the tin-roof gymnasium. The smell of sweat filled my nostrils and blinded my vision. All I could see was that goal. The ball gets passed to me. It's between my legs. I do one of those little Megan Rapinoes, you know, one of these. I dribble past the defender. The crowd goes wild, and goal! It was my first soccer tournament in Brazil, and I was hooked. I loved being an athletic superstar. I was there on a Fulbright scholarship at the age of 23, sent to represent the United States of America and teach American culture, whatever that is. And I had dreams, you know, when I heard I was going to Brazil, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be in Rio de Janeiro in my little Brazilian bikini, be surfing, you know, the girl from Ipanema. And sure enough, I was placed in the middle of the desert. 3 days from Rio, 10 hours away from the beach. This had one advantage, and that was that in this small rural city, I was significantly larger than all of the other women there. I was huge. I took this as a sign that my true mission was not to teach American culture. It was to become the athletic superstar I was destined to be. Now, growing up, I had always played sports. Like when I was 8, my 8 and under swim team, you know, I was on the relay, third leg, we were county champs. And then in high school, my cheerleading squad was famous in the bustling metropolis of Greenbelt, Maryland. College, my cross-country team was Division III champions. Right. So you know, the one thing that was never satisfying about any of these sports is that I never got to be the star. So there in Brazil, after this, you know, first celebrity encounter, I realized that that's why I was there, to become a star. They gave me a nickname during this tournament, and that name was Americana Galegona, which translates into the giant white American woman. Now, my real name, Cara, in Portuguese means like dude or expensive or face. So, you know, nobody was going to be like, expensive dude face, how's it going? So quickly the name Americana Galegona really took on. So there I was, Americana Galegona, the soccer tournament ended, and I took the opportunity to explore boxing. I had always wanted to become a boxer. I had this cousin, her name was Monica, and we would call her Monster. And she had these like massive hands, and Monica was a badass. I like always wanted to be like her. I was like, this is the time. I'm gonna become an athletic great through the sport of boxing. So I go into the gym, and you know, people come to watch me, and I think it's because I'm hot shit. It might be because I'm large and white. I think it's because I'm really good. So there I am boxing, and I've been training for about 4 months. When the coach is like, okay, it's time for you to start sparring. And I'm like, great, $1 million baby, except for the whole breaking my neck thing, you know, this is my time to fulfill these dreams. So I get in the ring, and he puts me against Felipe. Felipão. 6 foot tall, with 5 foot arms. Felipe is training for the Olympic team, which is like a rare talent in the city where I am, and they just need people to spar against him. So sure enough, Americana Galegona, it's my time. So I get in the ring with Felipe, and I am ducking and dodging. I probably look like one of those little bobblehead dolls, you know? And I pause for just 1 second, and boop, Felipe like pokes me, and I get 2 black eyes. And this is when I kind of reconsidered the whole boxing thing. The black eye look was not a good look for me. Maybe boxing was too violent. So I decided it was time to move on to a more delicate sport, rugby. This Portuguese guy and I started a team, and I started playing rugby. And as I'm a giant in the city where I live. So rugby is really easy for me. It's kind of like tackling babies, you know? Like soft and squishy little babies. You know, you push them and they fall over like, whoop. That's how it's like for me, like just tackling babies. And so there I am, you know, tackling babies. I think I'm really hot again. Like, nobody can tackle me, right? Because I'm the Americana Galigona. And so we've been training for 6 months, and in the regional competitions, I'm always this monster compared to everyone. But then 6 months later, we go to the city, the capital city, 10 hours away. And I get off the bus, and I am no longer the largest person in the tournament. But that's okay, right? Americana Galigona. This is my destiny. I am destined to be an athletic superstar. And so the tournament is, you know, we're happening. We have our first game. The first half finishes. And we're losing. You know, my team really isn't pulling their weight, you know, and I just, so, you know. But then we come out of, it's second half, and we come out of formation, and I'm the hooker, by the way. So the ball gets passed to me, and I get the ball. And the field opens up before me. This is the moment. And I take off running. And I'm like, NBD, I got this. There's the line. When all of a sudden, I can hear the thunder again. I can feel the ground trembling. And people's like, they're yelling in the sidelines, starts getting a little frantic. And I turn around. And fire is coming out of this woman's nose. She is ginormous. She is about to eat me. And I'm like, and I see it. I see the line. It's right there. And I'm so close. And Americana Galigona goes down. As did my dreams of becoming an athletic superstar. Some would say I had it coming. The ball rolls out of my hand. And that was when I decided to study sports instead of play them. Thank you.